Welcome to Gaia's Calling, where stories ignite your spirit and the earth whispers her secrets. I'm Brad Swift, a Right on Purpose author of eco-fiction and nonfiction, inviting you to become an eco-guardian. Together, let's explore the wonders of our world and take action to protect them. Listen closely, Gaia is calling. And today's call from Gaia is the questions: what is an eco-guardian in training? And are you one? And how to find out is to take the EGIT self-test to find out. Eco-guardians in training, that is. So let's dig in. Not long ago, and more nights than I care to remember, two questions kept me awake. One was, what is an eco-guardian in training? And the second one was, am I one? Are you one? You see, the questions wouldn't let me go. They prompted me to remember a time from my past, back when I co-founded the Life on Purpose Institute. And, for like 22 years, I watched thousands of people begin their journey by taking the Life on Purpose self-test. That simple tool became the first step for countless people clarifying and living into their divinely inspired life purpose. And then it hit me. Maybe it's time for a new self-test. Not for purpose alone this time, but for something even bigger. To help people of all ages, from curious 10-year-olds to wise elders, discover where they are on the journey of becoming an eco-guardian. So, a little bit more backstory. Long before One Cause had a name, I was writing eco-fiction for young people with this mission in my heart: to inspire young people to become joyful, lifelong readers and responsible, caring stewards of the earth and all her inhabitants. And as One Cause evolved, a new name surfaced for that vision: Eco-Guardians. Oh, and by the way, this is one of my soon-to-be Eco-Guardians in training, my beautiful, handsome grandson Logan, enjoying a roller coaster ride at Dollywood. Man, is he pumped. Back to the story. Eco-Guardians, they're not heroes or superheroes, though they sometimes might feel like it. They are ordinary people who remember the extraordinary truth: we are not separate from nature, but part of it. Their calling is simple and profound: to care for Earth, her creatures, and each other. But how do we know if we're on this path? Well, that's where the Eco-Guardian self-test comes in. The self-test: 3 paths, 1 journey. In other words, we've created 3 versions of the self-test, each one tuned to where you are in life. So there's Eco-Guardian Foundations tests, which are for kids ages 10 to 14 or so. These are 10 questions to help younger seekers explore belonging, kindness, curiosity, and gratitude. And then there's the Eco-Guardian Growth Test for ages 15 through 18. These are 15 questions that stretch into resilience, systems thinking, and identity. And then there's the Eco-Guardian Mastery Test. That's for adults and elders like myself. These are 20 questions, actually statements, for those ready to weave stewardship, reciprocity, and mentorship into daily life. Each test is short, fun, and designed to help you see both your strengths and your growth edges. And like any true initiation, there are stages of progress. For example, explorer to helper to hero, or awakening to engaged to thriving, and ultimately, stewardship. Now, why does this matter? The self-test isn't about a score. It's really about remembering who we really are. Through myth, story, and the 20 qualities of eco-guardianship, we are building not just a new kind of human being, but remembering who we've been all along, before the four great truths clouded our way. So, how do you take the test? Well, here's where it gets to be fun. The self-test will live inside the secret library. Have you heard about that? Yeah, alongside Reikit's initiation and other treasures, all of which are available on a pay-what-you-will format. And that could be from 0 to you name your price. Why? Because this isn't just a quiz. It's really a portal. When you step through, you'll not only gain access to the EcoGuardian self-test report with all 3 versions, but you'll also be joining a circle of people committed to remembering and living as EcoGuardians, and who has access to the growing resources found within this EcoGuardian secret library. So, there's a link to the portal and the self-test here on Substack. So here's my invitation. Take the test. Share your results, either here as a comment or join this week's chat. Then invite your kids, your grandkids, students, and friends to do the same. Share with the community. What stage are you on the path? What quality are you most proud of? What's one edge you're excited to grow? Let's see what happens when we take this journey, not just alone, but together. Because being an EcoGuardian is not a title, it's a lifelong practice. And it begins with a single step of remembering. Oh, and by the way, we're growing a community of EcoGuardians in training right here. So join this movement within the larger movement of the Great Turning. Subscribe for free or with a paid subscription.